Good morning. My name is Kevin McMahon. I've been a Leaf owner since late 2011. I am a retired electronics technician, machine repairman, machinist, private pilot, lover of all things science. I am currently a water system operator and a district director to our local utility company. I'm also very concerned about climate change. That's part of the reason why I am with the utility company, is because I want to be part of the change to the green technology. If you're just here to take a look at the Chinese battery that I have, you can skip ahead until you see the battery solid in the video. I'm going to talk for a little while. You may or may not be interested in what I have to say till I get that point. So I'm going to wander around the hangar a little bit. This is my 2013 Leaf. Right now I own 5 Leafs I've been experimenting with. This has a 62 kilowatt hour battery from this wrecked car that I bought here, which is a 2019 Leaf S Plus. That was quite a project. Out here, this is the latest vehicle that I bought. This is a 2012 Leaf. It has got a degraded battery in it. Besides that, it is in perfect condition. This is what I actually had this battery installed in it. This is a Chinese battery from AUG. I put it in and I had some problems. That's why it is sitting on the floor right now. I also have another 2013 that I put a 30 kilowatt hour battery in. It works just fine. I've got another 2011. My brother is currently driving it. It has a 2013 24 kilowatt hour battery that I salvaged, put in, and I'm running on a CAN bus bridge. The 2011s, 2012s do not run as well as far as instrumentation as the 2013s on, but they're very acceptable. So after watching a ton of videos on YouTube from Robert Liu, I decided that they showed enough knowledge about Leaf battery replacements to take a chance. When I say they, I'm talking about Robert Liu and the Chinese. I've already done swaps and upgrades with newer and sometimes higher capacity batteries from salvage batteries from wrecked Leafs. It's a tough business. People you deal with have no concept of how to test or rate a battery. Nissan cuts everybody out. They will not sell batteries or battery repair parts to people outside of Nissan. They control all the conditions. Nissan wants your battery in exchange. They decide the price. They only sell to their shops, and their shops must install them. Their prices are high. No way will you recover the cost if you decide to replace your battery. They will only replace the battery in your car with the original capacity. I've been planning to open a business supplying and installing batteries for older Leafs at an affordable cost. Finding a steady supply of good batteries is the only real challenge. After watching all of the videos and communicating with Robert Liu, I decided to take a chance. This would be the first step. Buy one, see if it works, drive it, see if it's reliable and safe, evaluate it. So this is what happened. It took about 6 months for it to arrive after the payment. I installed it without any direction. Leaf Spy would not show full capacity. Range was limited to about 70 miles at first. It would prematurely go into turtle mode and produce diagnostic trouble codes. It got worse. One module was showing large amounts of imbalance, both positive and negative. At this point, I asked for assistance in troubleshooting from Robert Liu. He referred me to AUG, the company that engineered and built it. They, or one of their engineers, are working with me right now. I'm looking for an appropriate power supply and some load resistors. They will be used to charge and discharge a single module to see if that's where the problem is at. We're trying to confine the problem to whether it's the batteries, the wires between the lithium-ion battery controller, or the controller itself. When I get done with the troubleshooting, I'll move forward with that. So about the battery, and this is what probably most of you will be interested in. There's a lot of information on the internet, and you know what you get on the internet. You get a lot of speculation. So I'm going to show you what we actually have. So this is the battery. It is a 4 series, 1 parallel, 14.8 volt, 180 amp. Those are the modules. We'll look at those closer in a minute. There's been some talk about where these Chinese batteries are made and possibly in somebody's garage. I'll tell you that the engineering on this looks pretty good. I do see some problems, but some efforts have gone into this battery. Like I say, this is an AUG battery. I can't tell you about the other two Chinese batteries that are on the market. This is the CAN bridge that they sent me. First of all, let's take a look at a module. This is a side view of one. You can see these are bolted together. And this is the top of one. These are installed in a pan, and there's some kind of a compound between, and I'm not sure if it's on everything. I know it is on this set right here. They've done a good job in fabricating pans for the most and there's some kind of adhesive that's both a heat compound and to hold them to the fabricated pans that they make. They used some of the original studs. This one does not have a nut on it, and that's probably because there's not enough room. There's a locating pin. Let's see if I can get in there. A locating pin here, and there is a nut on the rear run. On the other side, in the middle of the battery, both of the studs are being utilized, and they have the nuts. They have the nuts on them. I'll see if I can point one out. There is one down there. On this center set, there are bolts on each of the batteries, and I am assuming that they are going to the case, and that they're not to the case, but to the fabricated pan that the company has made. Point that out again, there and there. This one has one. Oops, it's loose. Okay. Another one here and another one here. So I'll have to check this out. Let's see what we got on the other side. Yeah, we also have bolts. They're not 100% where they're putting 4 in, but they're putting at least a couple of them in. Rear batteries, they are also bolted. Here's a stack right here. This, by the way, is a fabricated bus bar. These are held down to whatever kind of pan that they have for these. Looks like this is good, secure. This is a nice piece of insulation going over the whole thing. One thing different about these than the original pack is some of the bus bars and the power is to the outside of the battery. Everything on the Leaf batteries is pretty much in the center, and this is pointing in. So that's different. You know, there's been some comments about metal being cut out of the battery and the case, and it might not be as strong. And I actually see that down there, I think, I can see where it was cut. I'm not so sure that's going to make a big difference. Most of the batteries here, it's got the big heavy channel here. It's got this channel remains in here. They reused some of the original parts. This is something that I wish they would have taken care of. I wish they would have treated this aluminum and possibly primed and painted it. I can see in a number of years where this could be an issue in places that have ice and snow. What else can I tell you? Well, I'm going to take this cover off and do another segment so you can see the connections in here. But let me give you a really nice shot of the label that is on here. To me, it looks genuine. I don't know what else to say about that. I hope it is. The balancing sensing wires, that's one place that may be weak. It looks like that's probably something that has been hand built. I've looked at those. I'm not really so sure how well this rubber is going to work. Of course, to get in the inside, I had to cut the adhesive that they put on top of this to hold it to the top case. I don't know if they actually do a test before they release these that shows that they are able to seal the battery up. Here's the LBC. From what they're telling me is that it is just a standard 24 kilowatt hour LBC, a lithium battery controller, or you might call it a battery management system, BMS. You see, these are all the sensing wires, and like I say, it looks to me like that's something that they probably fabricate. The other wires are on it. Another look, you can see that it is bolted down to the fabricated box that they've panned, that they've made for it. The controller is also bolted to that. All in all, I'm pretty satisfied with the construction that they used, and I'm sure they put some engineering into it. I asked questions about the lithium battery controller because there is information on the internet that says that it's been reflashed. They say theirs has not been reflashed. They're actually looking into it. All the magic is done with their CAN bus bridge. After I got a hold of them and start talking to them, they actually sent me some instructions and told me that it would actually take some time and some driving cycles to get it to where it would actually show that it was a over 60 kilowatt hour battery. And that, in fact, did happen when I did the things that I was instructed to do in the instructions. So it's important to get a set of instructions with these. Let's see if there's anything else on my list that I wanted to show you. That is about it. I think I'm done. I've been delayed. I've got a lot going on. So I'm going to get back to this. I'm going to get the power supply that I need and the resistors. There will be one more small segment. I'm going to take those pins out of it, module number 5, so you can actually see the bus work on one of the modules. Okay, I'm taking the cover off, and you can see the connections here. This center piece is what goes to the plug for the voltage sensing and for the balancing. Everything else actually looked pretty quality. Part of the next part of the troubleshooting is I'm going to actually be taking the individual cell, and I'm going to do some charging and discharging. I'm going to be looking at it with Leaf Spy and with a voltmeter at the same time. And we're going to see if the information is getting to Leaf Spy, if we can see anything there. But also we're going to see if there's any difference in the charging and discharge rate between the pairs, I should say pairs of cells, because each one of these is a pair. That's the 1 parallel 4 series. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. This is all I got right now. I'll do another video when I'm done with the troubleshooting and I have this on the road for about a month, and see if we can make this problem free. I'm hoping this works. I'd like to see I think it's 250,000 leaps in the United States that they don't have a real solution. If they do, I think it would make a excellent way for people that can't afford new electric cars to get into them and start using them. We need a good battery. Nissan has failed us. So hopefully this is a way. Bye for now.